one trial comes, and straight after that trial, or whilst that trial is still going on, we find that Allah has placed another test upon us. And like this, we find that tests come after test, and Allah tests us in such a manner that sometimes we think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has over tested us. And that thought itself, just to think that you're unable to take the burden which Allah has put on your shoulders, just to think that is completely wrong. For Allah says in the Quran, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها, that Allah does not burden any soul more than that soul can bear. And Allah only puts that test upon a person because He knows that this person can take this test. The idea of understanding this theory is that Jannah was never easy. Allah never made Jannah so easy for us. The purpose of coming to dunya, we know, was a test. We know it was to worship Allah. It was to be upon the straight and narrow. But more than that, we also understand that for the person who will stay upon this path, Allah has kept a wonderful reward known as Jannah. And none of this can be attained. None of it can be attained until a person puts themselves through this test. And in this test will come other tests, as dunya is complicated. And therefore, every so often we find ourselves very emotional, very low in spirit, very low in demeanor. And we are asked to pick ourselves back up again and continue moving forward. Why? Because musibah and tests, they will always come. Allah says in the Quran, and this is part of the recap from last time when I spoke, that Allah talks about, أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. That did we think that just because we said, oh Allah, amanna, we believe in you, that Allah wouldn't test you and me? Our iman has nothing to do with these tests. Like it's not a bargaining chip that we say, Allah, we believe in you, why are you testing us? That doesn't work. Allah says, whether you have iman or not, I will still test you.